Alright, welcome back. Nigerian senator reveals why 2023 election may not happen. Escalating insecurity threats to general elections, insurgency being created in Southeast. Alright, the news in details. The issue is that the party in power, APC, which has failed Nigerians in every ramification, is making the push that the PDP should make a pronouncement on the issue of zoning long time before our convention. Our convention will take these things into consideration. What we have now is just a report. You don't force the party to take a decision about 2 years before an election when there are certain aspects of the law that forbids that. Section 36(14) and others dwell on these issues. These sections guarantee certain rights of Nigerians. Therefore, no party can come out and exclude any part of Nigeria. Alright, and then as it is, our party can have a discussion and abide by certain decisions. Alright, when the appropriate time comes, for those of us from the Southeast, the PDP report recognizes us. The report said the party should recognize the fact that the Southeast and the Northeast have not been at the helm of affairs. That we need to do as people from these areas is to do more work and seek the understanding of others. Alright, and then as it is, we can't preclude the fact that some people are already discussing. I have had the same discussion with some people from the Southeast. Somebody can start today and in the end he won't do anything. Alright, and then it could just be a red herring. In politics, you have to keep discussing until the electoral body gives the go-ahead. Well, if the current electoral amendment is passed, it means elections may start early next year. Shouldn't serious people from the Southeast begin to solicit support now? Alright, and then when people are having discussions and they're reaching out, they don't make it open. Alright, at the right time, and then as it is, it will come to the open. I have had discussions with some people. Many politicians are already doing same thing. Alright, and then a question has been asked. It says in 2019 rather, many leaders from the Southeast allegedly worked against Peter Obi and the PDP. Okay, have those issues been resolved and would they likely surface again? Alright, and then according to answer, it has been said that, well, I can't answer that right now. The circumstances that made some people to take the decision in 2019 may not arise again in 2023. People will also have to look at the present situation before they can take certain decisions. Alright, and then I prefer that we put that behind us and look into the future. The most important thing today is that we don't know if the 2023 general elections will be possible or hold. People have been talking. We don't have to behave like Nero, who fiddles with Rome is burning. Alright, there is the fear of insurgency. The biggest problem now is insecurity. We don't want to overlook what can break the country and focus on ephemeral issues like the elections, which may not hold. Alright, this had been said by the Senator Abaribe. Alright, and then onto this, a question which has been asked, which says, are you saying that if the issue of insecurity is not tackled, elections may not hold? And he answered by saying that, well, if the issues I've listed are not tackled, I don't know how we can hold it together within the next 2 years. I really don't know. How can you guarantee tomorrow? Southeast used to be the safest zone. Today, there is an insurgency being created within the southeast. You should be worried, okay? And then the same thing is happening in the southwest. All of a sudden, there is unrest all over the country. Recently, the governor of Zamfara state said about 35,000 insurgents were in the state. All right, that is the number of the military size of some countries. If one state has that number, how are we sure that other states don't have same? We should work hard and ensure that we don't just focus on Abuja and leave the other parts of the country with all the things happening. Abuja isn't safe anymore. We must deal with these issues. We laid the blame of the feet of the government in power, which came into office and then promised to tackle insecurity. 6 years down the line, it has worsened. We need to tell them to try and fix the mess. All right, and then another question has been asked, which says, let me take you back to zoning. Is it safe to conclude that the PDP is yet to decide on the issue of zoning? All right, and then the answer had been that, well, I have not attended any meeting where such a position was taken. It is therefore very safe to conclude that the PDP has not taken any position on the issue of zoning. With everything happening, by the time we get to our national convention, the picture will be clearer. Even the APC has refused to take a decision. They are waiting for the PDP to decide on zoning so they can find a way to salvage the tatters of their credibility by going the opposite way of the PDP. All right, with the goings on, is President Muhammadu Buhari and the security agencies overwhelmed? Should Nigeria solicit international support or hire mercenaries to tackle the issue of insecurity? And then the answer had been that, well, I don't support that position. What we have now is the outcome of a deliberate policy of the sectionalization of the sectionalization of the army in Nigeria. Well, they have done this by deliberately putting less competent people and weeding off competent ones because they come from a particular section of the country. That has led to the degrading of the effectiveness of the armed forces. This is the same military that has done well in other countries. Suddenly, with all the modern gadgets at our disposal and the massive funding, we are getting such results. Well, I read in the papers of an attack in Damasak. How could that happen? All right, I heard Boko Haram terrorists took away their arms. This was an area we were told that being pacified. Nigerians no longer believe what the government of the day says. All right, and then on the floor of the Senate, I was so angry that I had to make a statement. I said, those who live by propaganda will die by it. What is really happening? Is it the training or the quality is wrong? Okay, and then the other day, and it has been said that, okay, as it is, why is it that all these things are happening in a country like this? And then a lot of things has actually been said onto this one, and it has been said that, well, as far as 2023 election is concerned, with this level to which we are operating, I'm not sure 2023 presidential election we hold, and then that has been it on this one, my people. Meanwhile, let me have your take on this, and remember to subscribe for more updates. Thanks and God bless.